$25,000. Pay up or lose your house. You eyesore-loving rebel, the HOA president bellowed, jabbing the fine into my chest like it was a royal decree. His pudgy face flushed with fake moral superiority while two cops shifted awkwardly beside him. His cronies snickered, thinking they'd cornered me over a simple fence. But as I smiled back, they had no clue I'd been owning the asphalt under their smug feet all along. Oh, the irony. Their perfect neighborhood relied on my road, and they were about to learn that lesson the hard way. In the sun-drenched suburbs of Willow Creek, where every lawn screamed uniformity and community standards choked the air like bad cologne, I was the quiet guy on the edge. Rumors flew. That Hayes is a troublemaker, probably hiding something shady. I let them talk, sipping coffee on my porch, observing how the HOA's petty rules turned neighbors into paranoid spies. I'd built the fence for peace, sturdy cedar, 6 feet high, walnut stained to match the woods, after kids trampled my yard and strangers lurked too close. Looks great, a few folks said during construction. But then the letter arrived, non-compliant. Too tall by inches. Wrong shade. Remove or face penalties. I chuckled at first, figuring it was a mix-up in their rulebook thicker than a phone directory. Enter Carl Baxter, HOA Pres, a bloated bureaucrat in khakis, always preaching harmony with a smile that screamed control freak. He showed up with his entourage, orange envelope waving like a victory flag. Mr. Hayes, this fence disrupts our aesthetic unity, he drawled, voice dripping fake politeness. It's for the greater good. Think of the property values. I raised an eyebrow. Half the fences here are taller and uglier. He leaned in, whisper sneering. But those owners play nice. You're a glitch in our system. The board chuckled like trained seals, bundling violations into that $25,000 ransom note. Lucky we didn't triple it for visual pollution, one added. I didn't argue. I filed it away, knowing their greater good was code for Carl's ego trip. The fine snowballed like a bad comedy sketch. Trash been out 31 minutes? $150. Grass a smidge too long? $200. With a photo Carl must have taken on his knees at dawn. Your mailbox is the wrong black. Here's a swatch for comparison, read one notice, attached to a paint chip. Coffee smell from my balcony? Excessive odor violation, $100. I laughed bitterly. It was absurd. But neighbors whispered darker tales. They find my roses unsightly, old Mrs. Patel confided, hands shaking. Paid up to avoid the hassle. A young dad showed chalk drawings ticketed as defacement. Kids' art, $1,000. Carl threatened foreclosure. Even the maintenance guy muttered, he makes me fake reports. Jobs on the line. Carl wasn't enforcing rules. He was extorting, targeting the weak to flip homes to his developer pals. Each bogus ticket, more evidence in my growing file. When my truck got keyed and power flickered off suspiciously, I snapped photos. Log calls. Vandalism? We'll investigate, Carl smirked. Yeah, right. Escalation hit peak ridiculousness. Guest parking fines. Rigged inspections. Unsafe structure, the county guy barked, eyeing Carl for cues. Comply or court. Neighbors' stories poured in, forged complaints, veiled threats. I dug into records, ghost companies billing thousands. Properties sold post-fine. Carl's past, failed developer. Now HOA kingpin scheming a condo takeover. My edge property was his prize. But he forgot, assumptions aren't deeds. The HOA meeting was his circus, packed with yes-men. Hayes' fence is a menace, Carl thundered, banging his gavel like a toddler. Vote to enforce. Smirks all around. I stood, binder in hand. Done? Good. I flashed permits. Grandpa's original. Identical specs. Compliant. And here's photos of your taller fences. No fines. Gasps. Then the bomb. This deed? The road into Willow Creek. Mine since 90. Every fine delivered. Fraudulent. Chaos erupted. Impossible. Carl blustered. I played recordings, his voice plotting tickets. Bribes. Land grabs. Bury him till he sells. The room boiled shouts. Demands for resignation. Cops burst in. Baxter. Arrested for fraud. Handcuffs clicked as cameras flashed. His empire? Dust. I blocked the road at Dawn Chain. Sign, private property. Closed. Horns blared. Panic spread. Trapped, but I unlocked it soon. Not punishing you, rebuilding. We formed fair committees. Transparent rules. No more tyrants. Willow Creek breathed free. Gardens bloomed. Kids played without fear. Laughter replaced paranoia. But was closing the road revenge or justice? You tell me, in a world of HOA Karens. Who's the real neighborhood menace?